What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a spring decorate with me. I'm also going to be exposing some decor mistakes or things that are maybe frowned upon in the interior design world in our home. We live in an apartment and we are limited to things that I would want to do or things that I would do differently. Thank you so much, Karma, for partnering with me on today's video. You guys already know how much I love Karma. I've shared them tons of times in the past. I love Karma. If you don't know what Karma is, it is a free browser extension and mobile app that alerts you when items go on sale, when they come back in stock, if there's any coupons that could be applied towards your purchase. It's amazing. I'm gonna have everything linked down below for you to download and start using Karma today. I am not the type of person, and as you're gonna see in this spring decorate with me video, that just shops spring drops or fall drops or whatever season drops at big box stores. That's just not me. I personally love to build a collected home. You guys already know that. I say that all the time in my videos, but in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys how I add a little bit of that season to my space. I personally am the type of person that will wait out for that perfect piece, whether I've saved up the money for it or it goes on sale. And I have used Karma so many times in the past to watch certain items to either go on sale or come back in stock. Sometimes that comes with a price. Karma alerts me when the item goes on sale or, like I said, if it comes back in stock. So I love Karma for that. It allows me to truly build the home of my dreams and be able to save a little bit of money along the way. One thing that I love about Karma is you can keep it extremely organized. Now for me, I like to organize maybe different pieces that I'm looking at. Right now, I have it like home decor, kitchen, fashion. But if I were in a home and I had multiple rooms that I was decorating or looking at or redecorating, you know, whatever the case, I would organize it, whether that's guest bedroom, main bedroom, kitchen, dining, you know, whatever, however you want to organize that, and be able to see everything and how it even goes together. It's almost like a vision board as well, and you can have them organized and see how things flow. It's awesome because you can see everything, it's all right there, and you can just wait for the piece to go on sale. Or if it's sold out, you can wait for it to come back in stock. Another thing that's really cool is when you are shopping on some of your favorite sites, the blue logo actually pops up for you, reminding you to save your item or that you could potentially, you know, wait out for a sale. So I love that because sometimes I might not remember, but Karma is always there and has my back. Karma will alert you via email or push notification if the item goes on sale, if it comes back in stock, or if there's any relevant coupon codes that can be applied towards your purchase. When you're doing your online shopping, I highly encourage being on your desktop because you do need to be on your Chrome browser for Karma to scan the internet for any coupon codes when you're checking out and purchasing that dream item. I have been on my desktop searching for items to buy or searching for things to share with you guys or finding things that I am gonna buy and didn't even know there was a coupon that could be applied. So you definitely want to be on your desktop when checking out and doing your online shopping because you never know if there's a coupon that Karma has found for you. One other thing that's really cool about Karma is Karma gives cash back. With select retailers, you can earn up a little bit of cash back with all the shopping that you're doing and get paid out when you've met that threshold. Thank you so much again, Karma, for partnering with me on today's video. I will have the link down below so you guys can start using and saving with Karma today. All right, I just got home from Trader Joe's. Everything that I got was from Trader Joe's. I pulled all of the vessels I plan on using. I'm gonna try the herbs again. I know last time it didn't work in my favor, but I plan on putting the herbs in the terracotta pots in the kitchen. And then I got these like really pretty, it says they're pear blooming branches. So I got those. I got some, I think these are sweet peas. And then I got some greenery in here. Actually, these are like floral, like blooming greenery type things in here. And then I think I got, oh yeah, I got some hyacinths in here, down here, if you can see. Ooh, I have another vase over here that I'm gonna use. This one, you guys, remember this one? It's one of my favorites, I love it. What I try to do when I'm out shopping for florals is think about the areas that they're going in. So when I was out there choosing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put the not cherry blossoms, these pear blossoms in this big vessel here. The greenery will go in here. I may have actually got too much greenery, but I was thinking about putting the sweet peas in here and then the herbs in here. I also got some basil and some mint. So this is one of the biggest ways that I like to bring color into our home, even if it is just greenery. If you're someone who likes more of a neutral home like I do, this is a really, really great way to add it in. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and place these all in here, kind of show you guys what I'm doing and spruce this place up, give it some life in here. Nothing compares to real. Nothing compares to it. Like, are you kidding me? Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. This just makes me so happy. Gives me so much life to see this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Are you joking? Oh gosh, I love it. And these little terracotta pots, I actually just got these off of Amazon. They come in a set of 3. I'll link those down below for you guys. They're adorable. And I bought these before. I have like a little one that I bought before. It's like a little shorter and wider. But you guys, are you kidding? Wow. Okay, that was easy. Maybe I just won't repot them. Oh, I love that. Okay, stop. And then you can cluster them together or like move them apart. I got this one from Lowe's. It actually came with the pot and all. How cute is that? I'm super into this right now. Move that over here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is stunning. And it just brings life. Like, I would love to have done like a little lemon tree, but I couldn't find one, so that's all right. This pot here is one of my favorite pots. It's pretty affordable too for the price, for the quality. It's really, really, really good. I'll link everything that I can down below for you guys. But this one I just pictured when I was at Trader Joe's. I just pictured these in here. It's gonna be really, really pretty and just bring some life to the space. I find this very therapeutic. I love it so much. And one tip that I do like to do is if you put your floral food in first. I do this like with my coffee creamer and stuff as well. But if you put this in first and you start filling it up with water, you don't really need to mix it in because the water will kind of mix it in when you're filling it up. What else is really great about fresh florals is if you're someone who gets really bored easily, fresh florals are perfect because they only last about a week and then you can choose some other ones, get a new vibe, and you get like a whole new look. So that's what's nice. Like I said, if you're someone who likes to switch things up a lot, fresh florals are amazing. Or if you're someone like me who, I'm not someone who actually switches things up a lot because I feel like I've really got to know my style, and right now I'm really happy with our space, which can be a catch-22 for someone who creates content because I'm not really moving things around. So I think fresh florals is great for that as well. I pull my vessel to the end and then kind of see where I'm gonna make my cut, and then cut at a diagonal, and then just start placing them. What I like about this vase in particular is it kind of has a little lip. So you can, as long as you fill it up with enough water and then you wanna make sure that you add water like the next day or a couple days later, because it kind of catches the florals. So you can kind of really do like a wider, you see how like, okay, if you look in here, you can see how it's catching right on the lip of it, and it makes it really nice to be able to make them kind of reach out, make the branches reach out. You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah,
just can't stop thinking about you. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love.
And I just think adding fresh, you guys, nothing compares to fresh. It just doesn't. If you're not like a green thumb, try to spoil yourself with some florals every now and again because they make you so happy. At least they do for me. And I really think fresh florals is what really, really makes a difference when you're really trying to create a luxury space. Having faux just kind of cheapens the look. I know sometimes we have to have a faux, it's totally fine. And it does, you know, we gotta make do with what we can. But if you can do real, if you can work it into the budget, I promise you, it will elevate your space so much. Cute, I think this is done. Let me go put it over there and then I'll show you. Cute, and sometimes it could be something so simple. One flower, get 2 bundles of it, pop it in a vase. If you don't have this vase, highly, highly recommend it. Oh, I highly recommend this vase, it's so good. Next, we are just gonna pop these little hyacinths that I got right in to my bookshelf vase, which is this brass vase.
But you won't let me, something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. Just can't stop thinking about you. Just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah.
The last thing that I'm going to do to add spring to our home is I'm actually gonna intermix some of these blue and white plates I shared with you guys a while ago. I got these from Zara Home. I don't know that they're available anymore. I do know they have a green one actually with the same print, but I'm gonna incorporate these just for a little bit of that like spring vibe. I like to pull these out for like special dinners and stuff like that, but I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? These would be so pretty to pull out for spring and just be able to have a little bit of like that print and that little mixture of just spring. And to me, these feel like a spring summer plate. And then I'm also gonna pull out these little vintage plates that I have here. Now these ones are super delicate because they're super old. They're very cracked and they're just really old. So I would only pull these out if we do like a charcuterie board, and I would put like maybe a honeycomb in here or some kind of dipping sauce, something very light that's not gonna be, you know, touched too much. But I love, love, love blue and white dishes right now. I just feel like they add this elegance that I just can't explain. And for me, like I said, it feels very spring summery. So I'm gonna pull these out for a little bit and we're gonna mix them in with our modern dishes. One thing I like to do is to start pulling all of my different items, especially if I'm introducing like a new pattern or new item to it. Like for me, I don't do a lot of color, so this is definitely really risky for me. So pulling everything together really helps me be able to see the vibe. Like if I pull these towels out and I can see the whole vibe together. I don't love the way that these towels look just kind of placed in here. However, when I add the wood, it makes it feel a whole lot better. So sometimes when you're just pulling your items, you want to pull the whole story because you might think, oh, those don't really vibe the way I want to. It looks better without them. But once you put in the warmth of the wood, they actually look really, really nice. I've used these blue and white plates for little dinners and stuff like that, but I've never actually had them out in our cabinet to use. I do think if I had all the blue and white, it would feel like a little too much for me, but I love that old world feel. So pulling them out for the season, maybe for spring and summer, is super exciting for me. And I really love how they make me feel. All right, so now I want to talk about and expose the design mistakes or things that might be frowned upon in the design world in our apartment, and I feel like there's quite a few of them. Now, as many of you know, we actually weren't planning on staying in this apartment for as long as we have, so I did make a few excuses when it came to some design things that maybe I should have taken care of when we moved in. The first being our vertical blinds. They are horrible, you guys, and a couple of you have peeped them in the back of my videos and asked why I didn't hide them or made the suggestion to hide them. When we moved in, I didn't really want to deal with the headache of hiding them. Like I said, we weren't planning on being here that long. Also, as we've been here for, you know, longer and longer, our space has gotten smaller and smaller as we've accumulated things over time. One thing that you could do if you are in this situation and you wanted to elevate your space is to take the blinds down, hide them under your bed or under your couch or wherever you can, and put up curtains. Or what you possibly could do is just open them up and hide them behind the curtains that way. I don't know if the rod would, if you'd be able to do it, but maybe that could be an option for you. But that is one thing, looking back, that if we were to redo this situation again, I would have tried to sort out the blind situation a little better than I did. The next design mistake that we made in our apartment is a lack of artwork. Now, we have two portraits of my husband and I in our space and a candelabra, but other than that, we have no artwork up on the walls. Now, one thing that I have started adding is little oil paintings throughout the home. I've started a collection. I finally realized that I really love oil paintings. I just love the history of them, especially vintage oil paintings. They are absolutely beautiful. They add so much charm to our home. So I have a couple small pieces, definitely either for a really small wall or for bookshelf styling. But now that I know, because I've gotten to know myself a little bit more and kind of figured out what artwork I gravitate towards, I can start investing in artwork. So my tip for you would be to really sit down and decide what artwork really draws you in. What do you really like that just makes you feel really good? And like I said, for me, it really is those oil paintings. I feel like they're extremely timeless. I feel like there's something that I can take into any home and any space and kind of figure out how to work around them. The next design mistake, which is pure laziness to be completely honest, is cords. We had cords, oh gosh, you guys, it was so bad. And I don't know why, I just like didn't take care of it sooner. In a recent video, I shared that we have our TV sitting on a little shelf that my husband built for us. Now, the shelf in our last home was not used for the TV. It was in a completely different area of the home and it had no backing. But now that we have our TV on it, the no backing isn't working, because even though I bought the little cord hiders where you just, they have like the peel and stick and then you stick the cord in there, they weren't working. They lost like the stickiness on the adhesive and it wasn't working. For a long time, I thought maybe I'll do like an antiqued mirror in the back of that. Maybe I'll go that route. And then finally I came to my wits end. I was like, I cannot stand this anymore. I have to fix this. So we just went down to the hardware store, bought the cheapest like plywood kind of thin little backing that we could, painted it, put it on there, and now we have no problems with cords. I don't know why this took me so long, but it needed to be done sooner. If you don't have the option to just put a backing on wherever your TV is, maybe it's mounted on the wall and you have cords hanging down. On Amazon, they do have little cord hiders that you could paint your wall color and you can disguise them a lot better. But this was a really bad design mistake that I was making for years, you guys. It was pure laziness. I should have done it sooner. Also, right now I have the same sort of issue with my desk. all I need to do is either zip tie it or figure out a way to kind of take the cords along instead of them just being there. The next design mistake that I want to talk about is scale. Since we were just talking about the little shelf that my husband built me that our TV's on, I felt like this was the perfect way to talk about this, because that scale of the TV and that shelf is so off. Our TV's huge and the shelf is small. But as I've mentioned in the past, it was a temporary placeholder, which I absolutely don't like placeholders. For me, I find that I would rather save up and wait. As I've mentioned before, we didn't plan on staying here for very long, so I was okay with that placeholder. But as time goes on, I'm like, this is so horrible. The scale is so off. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Another area that our scale is extremely off is what you guys are sitting on right now, is a massive, massive bedroom chest of drawers. It is so big, and as I've mentioned in lots of videos, I really try to buy for pieces that I will have for a long, long time. And I know a lot of designers will say buy for the space. It's kind of like dress the body that you're in. But I am someone who will wait out for that perfect piece, that will kind of hold out so that I can have the piece that I love and that I will have forever. And I knew that this was gonna go into a space in our home. However, the scale is so off. We have about a foot, maybe a foot and a half of space in between the end of our bed and our dresser, which is horrible because you can't move comfortably. So what I would recommend doing is mapping out your space when you get in there, measuring everything out before purchasing, kind of seeing how it's gonna feel, because you want space. You want to be able to move around comfortably in your home. We have a small bedroom, so ideally, probably going with nothing, with not having a chest of drawers would have been the smarter choice. But sometimes we find ourselves in these situations, and that's okay. Another really big thing that I see with scale is nightstands. I always see these tiny little nightstands in these massive beds. Like if you have a king size bed and a little nightstand, it's gotta go. That's like the one thing in design. Normally I'm kind of like, you know what, whatever feels good, whatever is gonna like feel the best. But for me personally, I love a more elevated luxe look, and having bigger nightstands, I really feel like help give this look. Now for me, I have a just 3-drawer dresser on either side of our bed, and I find that this really elevates the space. It fills it up a little bit more, and it feels really, really comfortable. So take a look at your nightstands. If they feel kind of puny, maybe think about upgrading those to bigger nightstands, and I guarantee it'll feel super, super luxe. I like to have my nightstands a few inches taller than my mattress. I feel like this really is the most comfortable when I'm leaning over grabbing things. I'm not like grabbing too tall or too low. I really like that height. The other really, really big design mistake that I notice is rugs. Rugs, oh my gosh, you guys, rugs. Rugs are the most awkward thing that you can feel in a space if they're not sized correctly. Now, our rug in our bedroom, when you step out of your bed in the morning, your feet should touch your rug. And you wanna give it a few inches, if not feet. I think ours is about 2 to 3 feet on either side of the bed, so that when you're walking off, it feels like comfortable, it feels like a flow, and it's going to ground the space. It's gonna look better, it's gonna feel better. Rugs are huge, you guys. If your budget is not quite where you want to splurge on a rug, start a little rug savings account, or maybe get something less expensive and layer the rugs. If you know, we have that going on in our living room, and it does really, really, really help. I feel like you can get a less expensive rug underneath, which we have a jute rug that was super affordable, and then I splurged a little bit more on the rug that's laying on top of it. It's the same idea with like vintage rugs. They are so expensive, but you can get a smaller rug and layer it on top of something like a jute rug, or something that you can get a little bit more for your money. This is another design no-no that we have going on in our home. And I'm sure this is making so many of you crawl in your skin. It's the worst eyesore in our entire space, but these are so amazing. They basically are little pads that we have on our bed that allow your bed to be cool or to warm up. So we love them, but they are absolutely a big no-no. All right, you guys, and those are the design mistakes that we have made in our apartment, that are currently design mistakes in our apartment. And I just wanted to make this video because I feel like it's really nice to know what mistakes other people have made. Like, sometimes it's nice to see those videos that will go through and tell you, you know, common designer mistakes, but it's also really nice to know when your friend is making them and how you can maybe do something different or, you know, work that into your own space. Thank you so much again, Karma, for partnering with me on today's video. Let me know what design mistakes you've made in the past, that you maybe currently have going on in your home, that maybe you want to upgrade or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in a couple days with another. Bye.